Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, grow, grow together. Well, I am just so happy to be able to share my beautiful rose with you, and also this garden bed, which is developing into a beautiful site. I love these alliums that are coming up. They're the late alliums that show up, called drumsticks. And also I have some other things growing, purple perilla here in this bed, along with pansies and other annuals like impatiens. But the featured plant for this video is definitely my rose bush here. So come and join me here for this wonderful garden tour. I'm going to take you around the garden, and you're going to see a lot of the beautiful plants that are showcased for this month of June. Welcome to my early June garden. In the past, June has always been my rose month. The beginning of June all the way through to the end of June, my roses usually open up and give me so much beauty and fragrance in the garden. However, this year we had a cold snap, and that cold snap just took a lot of my roses, so that I don't have the full excitement of the roses in the garden, and it's forcing me now to look at other things in the garden that are present, that's causing a lot of joy anyway. Anyhow, but since this rose bush in front of me is the first rose bush, one of the first rose bushes that I planted. It's been here for a good, I would say, 20 years or so, and I just planted it in the middle of the garden, in the middle of the yard at the time, and surrounded it with hostas. And each year it just goes through its own processes and just blooms now, and it's a self-cleaner. It's just a beautiful, beautiful rose bush, and it is a tough rose bush, because later on it will get black spot, but if you cut it back hard, it will regrow, and it's a spreader as well in its own right. And the fragrance, it's a nice French fragrance, and it's an old-fashioned rose that I actually got from Home Depot. At the time they were bare root roses, and $5 for a bare root rose. Could you imagine? So I purchased it. I said, oh, I'll get that. And I'm so glad, because I've definitely got my money's worth with this rose bush. And it just gives me so much joy. I just love it. Yeah, so this rose bush is the featured plant in the garden for right now, for June. One of the major aspects of this garden is that it is a woodland garden. For many years it has been under a tree canopy of the oak trees, birches, and maples. And so it's very easy to grow ground covered and also woodland plants. So here in this circle you'll see my bishop weeds, and also these little white flowers, which I always look forward to now in spring, and they're called Japanese anemones. My friend, one of my gardening friends, teacher friends, she loves to garden, and she had a woodland garden in the suburbs, and she said that she sells plants. So I said, okay, I would like a couple. So she gave me these, just a few of these, in a pot, and also she gave me the fern that you see back there. And they definitely love the garden. Every year they come back like a vengeance. I mean, they spread all around, especially the white flowered amenities. They spread all over. You'll see it in the front garden, the back garden, and sometimes I help them along by digging them up and planting them, and they just bloom and spread. What a blessing. I really do enjoy them. And then here is my, ooh, look at this. I'm going to get a bloom. Wow, that is so exciting. I'll at least have one flower. If not more, they'll come up. This is my hydrangea, Nico Blue. I got it a while back, about 10 years ago from QVC. They had 4 of them, and I planted one here, and the other 3 are in the back border, my hydrangea border, and they have such beautiful blooms. So at least I can look forward to one. And they're very finicky, very sensitive to the weather, and because we had that cold snap, a lot of the buds died back. But I think because maybe that stem was deep in this canopy, because I also have some pachysandra in this, that it protected it from the cold, and I'm going to get at least one bloom. Yay! I'm excited about that. Yeah. So this is very pretty here. I love this, and so dainty. Just a really nice look. So in this circle, I have this circle here of hosta, and I had the little rabbit in there, but I decided I want to change that, and I think I'm going to put one of my ceramic pots in this circle of hosta. Before I had lilies in this circle, but I've dug them up because they were getting too tall, and really wasn't, for such a prominent part in the garden, I think I needed something with a little bit more oomph. And I had put my David Austin rose here, Olivia Rose, in a pot in this circle last year. But it died back hard. Died back. And the good thing is that the David Austin Rose Company, they have a really good guarantee, a 5-year guarantee. So since it had died back so hard, I sent them a picture of it. I gave them the information, and they sent me back a replacement. But I decided to put that replacement in the ground versus putting it back here. So what I'm going to do is probably just put a pot here and find some really good annuals maybe to put in the center of that. But here on this side, again, we see the ground cover. So I have Lily of the Valley that came up earlier, and I also have the dianthus, or bleeding hearts, the kind of wild bleeding hearts, which scatter too throughout the garden and add color at this time. Now this is a woodland plant. I don't know the name of it, but this year was really prolific, and I just let it grow. I'm going to pull it out though, and put something else there, but for this moment it's beautiful with the little yellow flowers. It's so cute with the purple sensation alliums, but that's gone now. And here I planted my zinnia seeds, so we'll see how they come up, and I'm going to thin them out probably move them out too as they grow taller. But I just wanted some seeds starting, and I decided to put them in this pot. And then I also put together here in this container my annuals, the Wizard Mix. I made sure that I saved the tag and I put a white impatiens, and then that plant there is a nasturtium. So I have my filler, my spiller, and my thriller all together there. Well, it has been raining here in the New England area. I am in zone 6 in the Northeast, the Boston area, and it has been raining, and everything is benefiting from the rain. It has been dry in the last couple of weeks there, and then we had 2 tremendously hot days in the 90s. And now the plants are getting a reprieve because now it's dropped down so far. The temperature this morning is in the 40s, 47 degrees, and cool. Thankfully, it's not breezy. It was so breezy yesterday, the first Saturday in June, but now it's nice and calm this Sunday morning. So welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. I am so pleased to see how everything is just looking so fresh and alive and vibrant here on this Sunday morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my garden. This time of year is one of my most favorite times because everything is new and fresh and alive. The greens are really green, the chartreuse are really chartreuse, the hostas are standing up real tall, the leaves are looking good, everything is just amazing. So I really love these hostas right here. I don't know the name of them, I don't know their name, but when I did acquire them, it was such a good thing because they contrast so well with this other hoster that I know the name of, which is Sir William Francis hoster. And the both of them combining together just brings such a beauty to the garden. They just look so good together. I love this. Well, this border is doing very well. My husband planted in all of these impatiens. I allowed him to. I said, go ahead, honey, help yourself. Usually I plant out this border, but he had a vision, and this is what he saw, so I decided to let him have it. Here also are my fruit trees, my pear tree, Asian pear, peach, and apple tree in this back border, as well as look at these Casablanca lilies. They're huge. Look at that. I got them from Costco, and they've really grown out. I'm amazed. I can't wait to see the flowers on this. That's going to be awesome. And I allowed Rabbit to stay here in the middle of this bed amongst the hostas and some variegated grass that I have there. And I also have this other plant. It has a yellow flower, and it flowers in the late summer. A nice yellow flower. I don't know the name of it. I think it's yellow gold or marigold or something like that. And the daylilies are starting to come out too. I think I might give it the Chelsea chop though, but something's been eating the leaves. I don't know what it is, but I might just give it the Chelsea chop. If I do that though, it's going to flower much later than sooner. So I might just leave it alone and let it do its thing. But here, I want to show you the apples on my apple tree. Let's see if I can zoom in here and let you see the apples on my apple tree. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful, huh? Let's see how long those apples last. Because we have squirrels, rabbits, birds, all kinds of critters here in this backyard. So look at this side border. Wow, has it filled out. It's amazing. We added some annuals to the side there to add some color. And I moved rabbit over to this side of the garden. What I want to show you is my goat's beard. Look at the goat's beard. Usually it's very, very tall. This year, I think because of the lack of rain, that the goat's beard is much more shorter. But it's still beautiful. Even these hostas are not as big and bold as usual. But what is surprising me is this lily. This year, this lily has decided to grow taller. So that's why I put the tomato cage around it to prevent it from flopping when it blooms. And I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my bulbs that I bought from Costco a couple of years back now. And it's like coming to its own there. I planted a lot of them in between here. And some of them returned and some of them haven't. But we'll see. But right now this one is very happy. And I love this arrangement right here. I love this right here. Doesn't this look beautiful? That's just so beautiful. With the container and the different plantings, just looks so nice, so fresh. Now I have this container and I didn't put a hole in it. I just been using it in the past to gather water, and but this year I think I'm going to put the hole in it and put a plant in it. I have two of them and I do like how they look here. I think that I'll put the cannas in them. I have two canna plants. Hopefully they'll come, and they like water too. So I'm not sure, but we'll see. It depends on how dry the season is going to be. But in the meantime, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I have, look at this leaf. That's a woodland plant, and they come back every year. I just love the leaf size, so I let them mature. They get large. They have little prickly flowers. I just let it come in. And then here I have my elegance, which is a beautiful hosta that I've had for a long time. And this year it's doing well here in this location with the green evergreen arborvitae. This is my plum tree that I have plums on. Yeah, I'm hoping to actually get plums this year from this plum tree. We'll see. And I have two apple trees and another plum tree there. Thank you for joining me this morning for a garden tour in my garden, Catherine's Garden and Home, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this tour, why don't you come and join me here by subscribing, hitting the subscribe button, and hitting the notification bell for more videos. I would love to continue to share my garden with you. And on Wednesdays, we have what I call our Grow Together sessions, our live sessions where we come together and talk and share gardening tips, and just have a lot of fun and laughter. So if you want to be a part of my gardening community, well, just come on and join us here. Check us out. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Have a wonderful day. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.